Hey, hey, good morning, and thanks for joining us on the Morning Brunch. I'm Renee Skinner.
And I'm Nathan Kitchens.
Yes, indeed. Here's what's on the menu for today's brunch. We're going to take a look at some of our favorite stories from today. Then, Valentine's Day used to be about love and going on dates, but is Gen Z changing what the holiday is all about? We'll dive into the new meaning of Valentine's Day later on in the show.
Can't wait to hear more about that.
Yeah.
Also, in our last bite, I'll give you a look at today's weather, which is a little bit warmer out there. So.
Yeah, speaking of Valentine's Day, you may love that forecast, you know?
Exactly.
All righty. So here's what's on my plate for today. Crocheting for a cause. That's what a few community members are doing in an act of peaceful protesting. Over the weekend, Forest River Sangha invited people to attend its knitting and crocheting event at the Lakeview Branch Library in Peoria. Forest River Sangha is a local Buddhist group. Library patrons created Melt the Ice hats, with them being in solidarity with protests happening around the country against ICE and the violence happening in Minneapolis. And what a better way for people to gather and protest than to crochet and knit. That is the most peaceful craft you could do. And I just thought that this was so creative and very well done because, you know, you could be out there protesting, holding up signs, which, you know, everyone has the right to do in our nation. But this was just really a creative way to get a message across for people who, you know, have thoughts or feelings about our current administration. So I just thought this was really cool. If I have a cause that I'm passionate about, maybe I'll whip out my crochet hook and do a little protest crocheting. But, you know, I just thought that was just so cool that they just sat in the library here in Peoria and did that. It was so cool.
Yeah, I would have never thought of knitting and crocheting as being an outlet to make your voice and opinion heard and known.
Absolutely.
That's such a wonderful thing. I always wanted to be somebody who could crochet. I have an aunt who can just make blankets and quilts, and that's just what she does all the time. And she's retired, has, I guess, nothing else to do, but man, I feel like that's something that would be fun. Just to even if you weren't there to just protest, but just to go in because you were curious about it and wanted to learn more about crocheting. That's really cool.
Absolutely. Very cool indeed. Buddy, something's wrong with the prompter.
Oh, no.
So, oh dear. Well, this isn't good. Okay.
Yeah, well,
here we go. Wait a second.
Yeah.
Wait a second. I got something for you.
And if it's not in there,
why don't you read this part right there? It seems
absolutely.
like, go ahead.
Okay, so on my plate today, I should say, it seems like our long winter isn't over yet. At least that's a prediction made by Gertie, Wildlife Prairie Park's chief meteorologist, early this morning. So hundreds gathered at Wildlife Prairie Park for its annual Groundhog Day celebration, and during the event, Gertie saw her own shadow, which of course means that Central Illinois is likely to see 6 more weeks of winter and of winter weather. And Gertie the groundhog is ranked the 5th most accurate groundhog in the nation, according to NOAA. So guests were able to enjoy arts and crafts, and they helped to wake up Gertie. And Patrick Menke with Wildlife Prairie Park says that every year the Central Illinois community shows out in droves to support the weather predicting groundhog. And I had the chance to head out there for the first time. I'd been to Wildlife Prairie Park before, but not for this event. So that was really fun getting to head out there this morning. It's just amazing to see all the people in the local community. Of course, the mayor of Hannah City was there, and people just showed up and we're just having fun. There were a lot of people with their signs, and people were cheering on Gertie. We were trying to wake Gertie up, you know, singing a song over and over again. And finally, Gertie kind of has this cute little house. And I want a house like that someday. That's really cool.
That has hay in it?
Yeah. And then Gertie like rises up on this platform, and the roof opens up.
Here
comes Gertie, and she's in her little container. And they even got Gertie out of the container for a second so Gertie could say hi to everybody. And Gertie was fairly...
she was thick.
She was thick.
Yeah.
That's a good way to put it.
Absolutely.
But yeah, Gertie was awake and looking around at everybody, and finally she made her prediction. And of course, around that time, I was looking at the sky, and we were getting a little bit of sunlight coming through. So I was already thinking in my head, oh no, sunlight means there's going to be a shadow. And that means the shadow will mean more winter weather, which I know. Are you really that shocked? But it's interesting that Gertie and Phil actually both had the same prediction this year, so that probably means we're due for it.
Yeah.
Gertie,
Look at the signs there. Is that one of the signs you saw?
that's some B-roll we got there at the event. You know, Gertie is right about 65% of the time. And
That is
last
cool.
check, I think the other groundhog, which is Puxentani Phil in Pennsylvania, I think his rating's only like 39%. So it's quite a bit lower. So Gertie knows her stuff.
Good deal. Oh, I'm so proud of Gertie. I love that.
It was just awesome to see like a lot of kids out there too.
Yeah.
I mean, it's pretty early and it's so cold, and they're just out there just cheering on Gertie, having fun. And there were these cute. Man, I wish I would have brought it with me. I have it in my coat, but they had these cute little cookies that were shaped like a groundhog, and they were absolutely delicious.
That's
so
awesome, man.
I grabbed a couple of them.
Yeah, you did great reporting for us this morning.
It was fun getting out there.
I'm sure people enjoyed seeing you.
It's a lot of fun. It's nice to actually see some faces, and people are like, "Oh, I watch you in the morning. Never seen you in person." And so it's nice to be able to see some of my viewers that watch me, but you don't always get a chance to get out in the community and actually see them and talk with them. So
local celebrity here. All right. Well, here is the question of the day. What song or artist have you found recently and really enjoyed? This is a hard one because I'm such a creature of habit. Once I like a song, I like it, and you know, I stick with that song.
Yeah.
So this is kind of a difficult question. For me, there is this group. I think they came out in like the late 70s or early 80s, and they're called the Gap Band. And I really, really like their music. They have an old school, soulful style to them. And if you know, I think his name is Charlie Wilson. Charlie Wilson was a part of this group called, what are they called? Isley Brothers. Isley Brothers. Charlie Wilson was, I think, wait, was he? You know what? Let me Google that before I sound like an expert. Let me Google that. But I've been listening to the Gap Band. What about you?
Okay. Yeah, I am a creature of habit as well. I find that I will find a few songs I really like, and I will listen to the same few songs for like a whole year, and I just don't change my playlist.
Yeah.
And one group I've been listening to lately, they're kind of a new group that's come together. It's called Sons of Sunday. I don't know if you've heard of them. They're there's Brandon Lake, there's Stephen Furtick, which he's of course the pastor at Elevation Church.
Yep, I listen to him and watch him.
I believe his name's Chris Brown. He's also in Elevation Worship.
Elevation Church.
He's in this group as well. The singer of Leland, that's another Christian group. He's in this super group as well. So they have a song called it's called God Did, and it just makes you want to just beat on your steering wheel and just sing so loud. I will crank every time that song comes on. I will just crank it up all the way and I'm just rocking out, just having fun.
That's so cool.
And there's another song called One More Day that they sing. It's really good as well.
Yeah.
So I've been listening to some of their stuff lately. It's really good.
Good
and also,
deal.
I like there was a collab last year, Brandon Lake and that guy with the Jelly Roll. And
yeah, I love Jelly Roll.
Heart Fought Hallelujah.
Yeah.
That song, I think it went #1 on the radio, and I mean, it's so good. And I think a lot of people can relate to that. It has such good lyrics in it. And some songs are always just, sometimes I think Christian music can be a little bit too happy and too optimistic. It's nice sometimes when you get songs that are real and raw and talk about the life's hard, and it just stinks sometimes. And
it does.
It feels like you're going through you're going through, I don't want to say the word, but it's
H-E double hockey
and
sticks.
the song says that. And the song says that and talks about that, and that we trust in a God that's greater, and it's just a great song. So I've been listening to that song a lot. Some of Hope Darst, I like her. I've been listening to some of her stuff. She's with what church is she with? I can't remember. She's in Nashville.
Nashville.
I can't remember what church she's with, but anyway, she's really good too. She's got some great stuff. So
okay, look at you. Oh my gosh, you have so much on your musical palette. And I just have the Gap Band, which is a really good band, by the way.
And then every now and then I'll throw some NF in there. I like him, the rapper. I like his stuff. He's good.
Oh my, Nathan is just full of surprises, man. All right, well, on that note, we're gonna take a commercial break, but we've got a lot of interesting topics to discuss. Don't go anywhere. Hi, welcome back. I'm going to talk like this because we have some Valentine's Day stories. No, I'm just kidding. I hate Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day is, what did he say? Yeah, more than Christmas, actually. I do.
That's fair.
I hate Valentine's Day more than Christmas. Valentine's Day is not just for lovers, though, according to a new study. A survey from dining reservation site OpenTable, it found that 57% of Americans believe that Valentine's Day is more about celebrating all relationships, not just romantic. The cultural shift is being led by Gen Z. 60% of them say they're likely to celebrate February 14th with friends instead of partners. More people are also making reservations for Galentine's Day on February 13th. OpenTable says it saw reservations leap 34% last year compared to 2024. I don't have any thoughts. I just don't. I hate Valentine's Day. It's a useful holiday. I mean, if you love someone, you should show them that every day, not just one time a year where, and it's just all about consumerism. It's all about, I just hate it.
I would definitely agree with you there. I find Valentine's Day kind of depressing, actually.
It
to be honest. I'm
Thank
glad I'm not
you.
alone in that sentiment because
No.
I think especially as you get older, when I was younger, you'd get those little conversation hearts. I remember every year I'd get those at school, and you get these little cute little Valentine's cards from your little friends in elementary. And that was always so fun. But as you get older, especially like past 25 is when I started to think, like I don't have anybody that of course I love my family, but I don't have a significant other in my life.
Yeah.
And it's like, is this,
Put a yet in
I'll
there.
put a yet in there. if it's God's will, maybe it's not,
Yeah.
If it is, then that's okay. But I find it kind of sad because you think, oh man, all these people are getting all these pretty flowers for their wife or their girlfriend, and and they're going out to a dinner, and here I am just alone in my dark apartment, all the sad.
Maybe we should both wear black on Valentine's Day.
We should.
Just to set the tone right. Poor Nathan. But I mean, look, it does. It reminds you, if you're single, it reminds you of that,
Sure.
So Valentine's Day, I think it's creative that Gen Zers are making it about friendships and just other relationships. Yeah,
it doesn't have to be about a wife or a girlfriend. It could be just your friends in life. You love them.
Absolutely. I'd like to think the right person hasn't found me yet.
Hey, that's the thing.
And you should think that too,
Yes,
buddy.
I like that train of thought.
You've got too many cute dimples to be alone. On his face. On his face.
Just to clarify.
Just to clarify.
To all our viewers. All right. Well, a recent Reddit post asking users to comment purchases that they've seen ultra wealthy people make that most people wouldn't have heard of. 5,000 people chimed in with personal experiences, one saying that their billionaire friend wanted swans in the pond outside his home.
Oh my God.
But was disappointed when their feathers molted and looked scruffy. He now uses a swan rental service. I didn't even know that was a thing.
Me neither.
To rotate them out so they always look nice. And another brought up orchid daycare where people send non-blooming flowers to be revived, and they've even offered temporary bloomed orchids, I hope I said that right.
Yeah, you did.
To have at home while theirs is being cared for, and so that people have the perfect custom home library. A commenter says that there are companies that curate, print out, and bind book collections so that they all match a given theme. The service starting in the mid 6 figures.
Okay, fine. Rich people, you got it all. There you go. Like gosh.
The one about like the swans and the feathers were getting too scruffy, so he has to change them out. He has a swan rental service. Like, what in the world?
Yeah, even if I had, the money, I don't think I would ever spend money on like a swan service or.
It's definitely odd.
That just seems weird. There are some things I think rich people, they just demonstrate that they are so out of touch.
They are, exactly.
The rest of us. So this is an example of that for sure.
I think it goes with a lot of our lawmakers in Washington, D.C. They're out of touch. They don't
talk about it.
They don't. I shouldn't have brought this up.
No, bring it up. Let's talk about it.
I just don't. I just don't think they have any idea what the average American has to go through.
Yeah.
And they're sitting there, not getting things passed and getting things done.
Yeah, and still getting paid.
And these sometimes these representatives, sometimes they act like they understand, but they probably don't fully.
They don't.
Aware.
No.
It's tough.
Yeah, for sure. All right. Well, more Valentine's Day stuff. A new collection of Sweethearts candies reflect current economic times. Oh, we may like this.
Okay, good.
The Love This Economy series asks people to share logins, split rent, or buy in bulk. Others say carpool or cook for two. The company says it updated its conversation hearts to reflect the realities of modern dating and budgets. Sweethearts say 3/4 of Americans are seeking more affordable dating options this Valentine's Day. The confectioner says more traditional phrases like love bug or cutie pie will still be included in the new series.
Okay.
We should have one that just says broke. I'm broke. You know, something.
Pay rent.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Broke as a joke.
Broke
I like
as a
that,
joke.
Mark. But yeah, I mean, this is cool. It just it takes me back to when I was a kid in high school. You know, eventually they stopped requiring you to bring Valentine's Day cards for everyone.
Exactly.
So in high school, Valentine's Day was just so lonely because everyone had boyfriends and I couldn't date until I was 16 or 17.
Aw.
So everyone had boyfriends and I just did not.
You know, it's funny because in high school I did like have girlfriends and stuff, but as soon as high school ended, that's when it all ended for me. So
Maybe it's just because you're seeing how people are and you just
Maybe that's
rather
it.
be alone
And
than deal with chaos.
I was so focused on my future that you know, I
There
didn't
you
want anything
go.
to tie me down, and you know, so
He's preparing for his future wife, people. Okay, deal with it.
I didn't say that but exactly with so many words. But have you ever been at the movie theater right in the middle of a great scene and suddenly you really have to use the restroom, but you don't want to miss a thing? Well, there's now an app for that, of course, and it's called Run Pee. It's designed to help you step out of the right moment without missing any major action or plot twist. The app tells you the best 3 to 5 minute windows during a movie when it's safe to make a quick bathroom run. It works in the theater and even at home. You just download the app, select the movie you're watching, you start the timer when the film begins, and you'll get a silent vibration alert about 30 seconds before your best break time. And when you get back, the app gives you a quick spoiler-free summary of what you missed without ruining the movie. Okay.
That is a cool little tool.
Wow, that's a great idea.
Man, because I have been to long movies, 3-hour-plus movies.
Oh yeah, that's rough.
And you could empty your bladder before and you still have to go.
It doesn't matter. Yeah, I'll find myself usually as like I'll have a 32-ounce drink before I even go into the movie theater. So like 30 minutes
Exactly.
into the movie, I'm already dying and gotta go. And
Yep. So
Yeah.
that's when it's more convenient to watch movies at home if you have, you know, a little bladder.
there we go.
Just something to think about.
Great advice.
All right. Well, a new trend is helping procrastinators tackle mind-numbing chores. Admin nights are when friends hang out to get small but important tasks done together in the same room. I think we talked about this. That includes reading and replying to emails, making appointments, paying bills, canceling subscriptions, and other administrative or menial tasks that are easy to put off. It allows for a dedicated time and place to be productive while still providing an environment that is more fun and less lonely. Psychologists also say this can make you more accountable and engaged.
Okay.
All right. I guess it's cool to have friends over while you're doing those adulting chores. I feel like I would be distracted. And
I don't
would,
like, I don't like having people around when I'm trying to get things done, like cleaning
Yeah.
and stuff. It's distracting, and
Yeah.
I don't want people to see the way I clean sometimes. It's like I want to
Yeah.
be in my own private, you know, because people are going to judge me for how I clean.
Yeah. Do you take a toothbrush and are you just scrubbing?
I've done that before.
Yeah, me too. I don't think there's any shame
Those
in
hard to
that.
reach places. I mean, what else
Yeah,
can you do? So,
absolutely.
Those what are they called? Those magic erasers. Those are
Yeah.
amazing.
Oh man.
I always keep stocked up on those.
Those okay. Good to know.
That'll get a lot of soap and grime and stuff out of your bathtubs and stuff.
Okay. Man.
So, well, remember learning cursive in school, those loops and swirls we all practiced?
Yep.
Well, that dying art is actually making a real comeback. In California, it's actually state law. Cursive writing is required in public schools for kids in 1st through 6th grades after being dropped from the curriculum back in 2010. And California is not alone. States across the country like New Jersey have recently passed laws to bring cursive back into the classroom too, making it mandatory for elementary students. Supporters say that's not just about penmanship. It helps kids with fine motor skills, memory, even reading historical documents, and connects them to a part of school life most of us remember so well. So now the question is, in the age of keyboards and screens, do you still think that it's important?
I think so. Only because you have to read cursive.
Yeah.
Like occasionally, not everywhere you go.
Yeah, and it can be hard to read. Kids that have not learned that, because I know like my grandma, I mean, she only writes in cursive when she's writing, so.
See,
You've got to learn how to write your name in cursive, so you might as well learn it. I mean,
absolutely.
I think it should be something mandatory, because it's not really that hard.
And I don't get why it was like, you know, why schools stopped offering that in the first place.
Right.
I don't get what the reasoning was, but I agree. Like, it's a lost art, and it's
pretty. I think it's very
pretty. Yeah, you got to learn how to sign your name like a doctor.
Exactly.
Anyway.
You got to have that chicken scratch down.
Yeah. Here you go. All right. I think we're going to, okay, you heard the music. Time for us to take a commercial break. We've got your last bite coming up.
Welcome back. As we come to a close, here's your last bite, starting off with the joke of the day. So what do French groundhogs see on Groundhog Day?
French groundhogs?
French groundhogs. That's the, think of a French word.
Croissant. Croissant.
I'll just give it away. They're chateau.
Oh, I like that. They're chateau. I really like that.
Oh, man.
Maybe a French groundhog would be better today because, look. Oh, wait. Tell us about this cookie.
Yes,
Speaking of
absolutely. So I mentioned earlier I was at Wildlife Prairie Park for their Groundhog Day event to see Gertie. And, of course, they had all of these wonderful groundhog cookies there for everybody to come enjoy.
That is cute.
They're delicious, by the way. Mine got a little bit broken, but it's still pretty much intact.
Nice.
But, yeah, they're really cute.
Okay.
They taste really good, too. Our forecast will get us to 30 degrees today. We'll start to see a little bit of sunshine heading into the afternoon, and then tonight we'll be down to around 20. A little bit of spotty snow possible, but most of us will stay dry. Tomorrow we'll see temperatures into the upper 20s with some mostly cloudy skies. Our extended forecast. We will start to warm up later this week. I don't know. My forecast says Groundhog Day's Thursday. That's today, by the way. 36 degrees on Thursday. By Friday, we're at 42. A heat wave coming our way. So we are finally going to get above freezing by the end of the week.
Good deal. Some good news there.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks, Nathan. That's all the time we have this morning.
Have a great day, and we will see you tomorrow.